1:30 in the afternoon. Fell asleep right after the shower. It was around 10. And I got a bunch of sleep there. I think that was the end of my sleep catch-up. Right for the beginning of the week. It worked out. It was supposed to rain today. We haven't gotten much. Like, we're supposed to get like a lot of rain. A lot of rain. It's kind of a shame it's not coming in. It looks like it's a little bit wet, but I mean, we should be expecting like downpours. So yeah, I was in bed around 10. I was up a little before 7. So got lots of sleep. And I had to make some phone calls this morning. Otherwise, I've just been kind of hanging out around for the day. So far, I got to get to checking the concert schedules for the month. See if I can budget around a few things. I want to show you something though. I think I already went over this once before. Looking at that, what is that? That's the plug for the. This is the air freshener I had put up here. Let's note. Super odor eliminator. Plant-based gel uses fragrances with essential oils. No phthalates, triclosan, or BHT. So what's this made out of? This is made out of plant alcohols. I looked it up. It was an ethyl something. It was one ingredient primarily. The MSDS of this product suggests that there was no known side effects to human health. This is literally harmless. Turns out, my landlord came by this morning, and as it turns out, well, it was the previous owner, the old guy. It turns out that something they complained about was they didn't like the smell of that. So that's part of the reason why the fiasco apparently happened. Well, it's kind of outrageous for heavy smokers who are staking up the hallway with the most carcinogenic substance known to the species, for them to complain that I'm attempting to mitigate that with a non-toxic gel that has no known side effects. Kind of sounds like they're a bunch of whiners, doesn't it? So the landlords, it was part of the reason why they had me dismantle that. And what they did was they replaced it with these odor eater things, and they placed them around. I took a look at what this device is. There's no hint of what might be in this product on the packaging. Like, no hint at all, right? It's just naive advertising, right? Like eliminate smells kind of thing. Doesn't say what's in it. Doesn't say. See, here's a little hint. Nowadays, because most consumers are health conscious, or at least, if given the choice between something that's healthy or unhealthy, they'll pick something that they think is more healthy. If a product that is full of chemicals does not make any attempt to sell itself on its health merits, chances are it's pretty toxic, right? If there's any angle at all, right? Like they'll sell you a rat poison by telling you that it prevents plague, right? new rat poison prevents bubonic plague, right? Like I mean, this is how the advertising um, world works right now, and I mean, it's people are health conscious. That's a good thing, right? You've got to be a little bit careful about kind of slimy marketing, but if there's any angle at all, they're going to take it. There was nothing on the packaging here. No hint whatsoever that this does not contain a toxic product. So that kind of tipped me off. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is. You probably don't want to know what's in here. Hopped on the internet, took a look around to see what's in there. This particular company seems to be a small company in Canada. There's a very large company from Texas called Sunglow. This is a smaller company from Mississauga called Sunglow. It's spelled without a hyphen. And like if most products on the market, if you do like just a simple Google search for them, you'll find an MSDS. I couldn't find one for this. So I sent an email to the company asking for the MSDS. They sent it back. And sure enough, the odor eliminators that they put in the hallway because the neighbors complained about the air freshener that I put in, presumably because they were concerned that it might be carcinogenic or something. I don't know. The odor eaters are recommended to be put in, only used in a ventilated area because it is acknowledged in the MSDS that they give off toxic fumes. Apparently the neighbors are okay with this. So, I mean, like, what is the basis? You know, it's like what are they operating on? If they're concerned that the air freshener, because it has a scent, and therefore if it has a scent then it's dangerous, and because these ones have less of a scent, therefore they're less dangerous, that's about the only thing that I can imagine. Needless to say, I'm not happy about this. We had a non-toxic solution, and it's been replaced with a toxic solution. Not only does, I mean, the scent itself doesn't resolve the problem, right? It's a small part of dealing with the problem. You don't fix secondhand smoke by masking it with the smell. But you can, I mean, if you're going to blow it out or try to trap it or whatever else, the scent, the smell, like a deodorizer can help, right? But it's like it's the least important part of the process. But if you're going to do that, at least make sure it's non-toxic. If you're going to put a toxic deodorizer in, then not only are you not resolving the problem, but you're making the problem worse. Because now you've got all the same secondhand smoke in the air, plus the toxicity coming from the odor eaters. And so how do we describe this besides using the word stupid? And it's all around. Nobody even asked me what was in the air freshener. It wasn't even a question. Nobody even said it. Everybody seems to have made the assumption that if you could smell something, then it's dangerous, and if you can't smell it, then it's safe. It's a good thing we have carbon monoxide detectors in the building, isn't it? So I removed I removed the odor reader that was in my, you know, space. I picked it up and I put it in front of the superintendent's door. I sent an email out. I forwarded the MSDS to the property owner, which clearly states that this is a toxic product, which is why you can't. There's no hint of any ingredient on the packaging. And recommended that they remove the rest of them from the premises as well. The situation, like, it's... How many times... I've said this repeatedly over the last week. It's just overwhelming stupidity from every angle. At least the old guy, the old owner, at least he seemed to be, you know... He seemed to realize I was smarter than he is. I think that's... Well, I mean, I guess he talked to me for a little while, and you know, he seemed to actually... I mean, the guy's twice my age, and he's like asked me about things. You know, like he seemed to realize that, and you know, credit to him. But I guess a part of the issue in the situation is that we've got people that don't know me coming in, and they're making, you know, kind of ridiculous. Well, I mean, it's all everything that's happened here is ridiculous assumptions, right? They seem to have thought the coal was unsafe, even though it wasn't, and they thought the air freshener was unsafe, even though I made sure to ensure that it was safe, right? Like, it's not some accident that I picked a non-toxic air freshener, right? I looked it up. I did the research. Obviously, nobody else did. And that in itself is not even the worst thing, right? Nobody's infallible. Everybody makes errors, but it would just be so much more useful. It would be so great if people would have the, you know, common... Well, I'm not walking down this path, but the basic basic intelligence level to realize, or at least to ask questions, right? I guess it's intellectual curiosity, right? It's the lack of intellectual curiosity. You don't have to have done all of the research in the world, but you should have the presence of mind to ask the right questions. Nobody asked me what I put down. Nobody thought it worthwhile to figure out what they were putting down in replace of it. What was the basis of all of this? I think you almost got to wonder if somebody was working for this company or something. You know, it's on that level of absurdity, right? But what's out there is toxic, and I hope it gets removed. And I doubly hope that I get a response from the commission soon. Hopefully it got there today. If it didn't get there today, it'll get there tomorrow. And hopefully I get a response in the next couple of days. Because god damn it, this is absurd. Everything about the situation is ridiculous. For the rest of the day, I need to figure out what's going on with the show schedules. And I guess I'll have to leave it at that.